colors on that thing. Wow. Kita's all talkative, all whiny. Tracy's putting the tent together. We just hiked in about 2 miles and set up camp here for tonight, and then we got another 4 miles to go. We got to the trailhead, I think it was like just before 10 o'clock. Well, that's about it for tonight. We're gonna get up early tomorrow and head to the pond. And we got 3 more nights. He's on patrol. Chilly morning, he's got his flannel on. Chilly morning here. I'm gonna paddle across this lake to the trail that goes up to a pond we're gonna be staying at. It's another 4 miles. Wow. We're gonna be up there for 3 nights. Meeting up with David from Nature into Action and his friend Al. Just got this new paddle. It's a Werner kalliste or kalliste. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it, but it's very light. I think it's like 22 ounces. It's my homemade yoke. I know it's not pretty, but it does the job. Just kind of clamps on the wood there. A little bit of padding. Function over form. Here I'm putting a line from one end of the canoe to the other. This helps me stabilize the canoe while I'm carrying it. I just use a ball and knot on each end. The lean-to we stayed at here last year on our 12-day trip. It's our first night. Just got these sandals recently. They're pretty light. Nice tread on them too. I use those with these waterproof socks that come just below my knee. I love the boundary boots, but this is definitely a lighter option. So I don't really like hiking too far with the boundary boots. So I have my Solomons over here. These are my Solomons that I use for hiking the trails to the pond. So I don't really like hiking in the boundary boots, otherwise I would just use those. But this seems pretty good so far. We'll see. Trillium's opening up. Love this time of year. Sammy's got his saddlebags. He carries his food. Kita, she's too young to be carrying weight just yet. She just turned a year and 1 year old in January. She's a little cold. She doesn't have a coat quite like Sammy, so she's got her little sweater on. This whole trail has been mostly is mud and standing water. Well, we finally made it to the lean-to. We're just kind of relaxing a little bit. I'm gonna go out and do some fishing for a while. Nice sandy beach. So I figured I'd show my fishing setup here. Got 9-foot 5-weight rods, and this is Cortland Type 3 level sinking line. The sink rate is 3 inches per second. Then I'm trolling a yellow streamer here. It's called a bunny leech. The other rod, I'm using a Mickey fin. This is the tippet material I use. I usually have about 10 feet of this. We got 3X and 4X. Right now I have 3X on those rods. Some assorted flies in here. It's all different stuff. Another assorted box, and then I got this. Got a bunch of streamers here. On the other side, a bunch of smaller streamers and just a bunch of stuff. I have too many flies, but we'll see. I have these forceps, snippers on them. Focus. Pliers and snippers. And I also bought this sink tip. That way, if I want to cast in some of the bays here, if trolling isn't working, I'll try that. Just got a sink tip on it. The rest of it's floating. We'll see. Oh, I gotta move this. That is not gonna work. Well, I haven't had any luck. I actually broke one of my flies off and the line got kind of messed up, so just kind of float back to camp and fix that up. Have a little snack and then head back out. Well, I'm back out here again. David and Al showed up. They're over there fishing right now. Got the one rod fixed. The line was all messed up and put some new flies on. Hopefully have some luck. Looks like Al's hooked into one. Oh boy, I got one. Magic hour. Ooh, decent one.
GoPro doesn't have zoom. Yeah, hold them up. There it is.
Dinner.
Oh, it's got one on the scoreboard. One for the campfire. Yeah, that's a good looking rookie.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was on the, I think that's a Mickey Finn.
Oh yeah.
Or an Edson Tiger.
The red
One or the
seems
other.
to be the hot color.
Yeah.
Wow. That's great. Get out of here.
Perfect amount of smoke. Looking good.
Want some on yours?
Yeah, if you don't mind, if you got enough.
Would you? Could I get it in the belly? I think
Yeah.
that would be ideal.
That'd be perfect. Thank you.
How are you, man? Good, man. How you been?
Good. Good to see you.
Good trip? Good seeing you, sir.
What's pretty cool is the brush that David is using. He made that out of a stick.
Takes it different, isn't it?
I wish I would have got that on camera.
Figure out how to get my pack like lower.
Putting some maple syrup in the trout.
That's cool though, you guys. It's like full kill of hornbecks now. You guys get.
Full fleet, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's gonna be good. They've been smoking for quite a while now. So the fish turned out absolutely amazing, especially with that maple syrup. Thanks again, David. It was really good. Bit of red squirrel chattering at us this morning. We're just getting the tent all cleaned up. Bunch of guys showed up yesterday. Got Dave and Al's hammocks right there. A couple other hammocks. It's like a hornbeck convention here. I forget how many hornbecks were here. Most of them 12-foot classics. Perfect boat for these ponds. But I got a little bit to clean up in here and then pack it up, and we're gonna head back towards the car. There's another pond we're gonna stay at there and do some bushwhack to another little pond. But beautiful day now. It was raining all morning. I'm gonna get to it. Tracy's taking the tent down. Sammy's supervising. And Kita's supervising him. A little breezy here and there. Hopefully I'll be able to do some fishing after we get to the other camp. We will see. Kita is a little crazy. She's still a pup. Forgot my yoke. Paddled halfway across the pond and then realized I forgot my yoke. So I had to paddle back to get that. Don't want to forget that. Bit of a hill to come up from down there. Got the boat up there. It keeps going up. It's not too far from there, the top of the hill to the next pond though, so shouldn't be too bad. These sandals are working out pretty good. Just got to be careful with sticks so they don't get wedged between the sandals and my toes, but they seem pretty decent. Been seeing this moose poop all over the place. We also saw all these scrapes along the trail, which we were assuming is from a bull moose, because I don't think a white-tailed deer would be able to scrape that high up a tree. A little bit slippery. So we got camp all set up. Tracy's got the fire going. She's gonna make some oatmeal. I'm gonna go out and do some fishing. What do you think, Kita? She's ready to keep going. Sammy, he's sleeping. Got on and off rain. Then the sun tries poking through like that. 2 nights here, and then we're gonna be heading back to the car. It's a nice little site. The weather's actually improved from what it was supposed to be. We were supposed to have like 20-mile-an-hour winds today, sustained with like 40-mile-an-hour gusts, but it's not too bad. Not great, but go out and try and catch some fish here.
Ooh, it's a little deeper than I wanted.
We don't need all that in the boat. It's a little breezier than I wanted it to be out here, but we'll see. At the very least, I have to fill up the water bags out here, because you can't really, well, I could get water from the shore, but it's kind of filthy. I don't want to clog our filters up. Oh wow. A little mayfly on my net here. I haven't even let my lines out yet. They're getting blown all over the place. I might just go to the other end of the pond and then drift my way back to camp, I guess. See how that works out. Because if I let my lines out right now, I'm gonna just be fighting the wind the whole time. I'm not really even gonna go anywhere. Big catch of the day here. It's just too windy. So I'm gonna reel these in, fill up the water bags, go back into camp and have something to eat. Hopefully these winds will die down soon. And I can get back out and try to catch a fish. It doesn't get too bad later. 2 water bags. I figure I'm gonna fill them both up while I'm out here. Heating up some water. Having risotto with chicken tonight. Wind's dying down a little bit. Hopefully after dinner I can get out there. We'll see. David popped over, did a couple laps, but he's headed back to the other pond now, and I went out for a few minutes, but I couldn't even get my line out because the wind was so bad. I'm going out one more time here tonight. Tomorrow's supposed to be a lot less windy, but it's calmed down a little bit out here, so I'm gonna give it a shot. The water's like glass right now. Beautiful sunset too. It wouldn't be camping without s'mores. Kita kind of sleeps in Tracy's sleeping bag. What do you think, kiddo? It's kind of raining right now. I'm gonna get my rain gear on and go do some fishing, I think. Gonna go out and give it a shot. It's been raining all morning. Finally slowed down just a little bit. It's pretty cool. Just a few minutes ago, a mallard duck just swam right by. I've never seen one so close. Usually when you get that close to them, they fly right away. That was pretty neat though. bushwhacking over to another pond not too far away from our campsite. Just wow. This is some beautiful country back here. Wow. Right now I just got the fly rods, the net, and the flies and stuff, just so I can scout out the best path to take the boat with. I'll go back and get the boat, 'cause it's not that far from camp, but wow, sure is beautiful.
Oh boy. Oh, for the YouTube.
Sorry guys, didn't mean to get you wet. beautiful. Bugs are. Whoa. Huge rock. Whoa. That would have been bad. Yeah, I gotta go slow through here. Oh my lord. Doesn't seem like the pond that gets paddled very much, that's for sure. Well, the GoPro's acting up, won't record, but I caught one on this pond here so far. Look at the colors on that thing. Wow. It's definitely worth the hike in. Number 2. This time I was casting with the sink tip. Whoa. Hold on just 1 second, bud. I just called the fish Bud. That's funny. But anyways, yeah, casting with a sink tip. Not very big, but man, they definitely don't look like stockies. Here's number 3. They've all been small, but man, they are colorful. Out here fishing with David and Al one last time on this pond. Tracy's over there rolling up the tent. It's always the saddest part of camp, especially when it rained the night before. Makes it really tough. Just putting the yoke on, getting the boat all ready. We're gonna hike over to the next pond. I might fish that for a couple laps and then head on home. Kind of bummed that we didn't catch anything out of here. David didn't, Al didn't, I didn't. Just nothing. Huh. It is what it is. Kind of taking a break here. Keita gets all whiny. What are you whining about? What are you whining about, huh?
What's the matter?
Little whiny. Fiddlehead's here. Trout lilies blooming. Rainy, muddy day. Another piece of gear here that I've got a while ago and I've been meaning to talk about a little bit is this Garmin Mini InReach Mini 2. I got it last year because on our 12-day trip, I ended up getting kidney stones really bad, like a couple days after we got back. Had that been on our trip, it would have been really bad. So we started thinking about, satellite communication, and it's got this SOS button, just in case. But I'm also able to message people, do tracking, weather, checking the weather, that's another nice thing. You can do extended forecasts and everything. It's not bad so far. Thankfully we haven't had to push this button, but been able to check the weather and everything. But just figured I'd share that. I just keep forgetting to. I don't know why, but here it is. This is probably This is probably the roughest part of the trail through here. That's the trail right through there. A lot of it's similar to this. This definitely isn't an easy trek, but we're getting it done. The pond's right down there. Gonna get out there and fish for a little bit, hopefully. Hopefully get something and then head back to the car. Like an army of hornbecks here.
Good luck. It was nice meeting you.
Thanks, nice to meet you too. is last chance to try to catch something. This last little pond here. I didn't fish this on the way in. Just wanted to get up to the pond that we stayed at. But... Oop, get my paddle backwards. I've caught a few. When we came here last year, I caught a few of them out of here. This is the first brook trout pond we stayed at last year. David and Al and some of the other guys just caught some out of here. They just took out. We were a little bit behind them. Probably not going to stay here too long. Maybe like a half hour, 45 minutes. Hopefully catch at least one or two. We got to get home. We got a 4.5 hour drive home. I don't want to get home too late. Didn't have any luck with that fly. I'm gonna do one more lap with a different fly and then that's about it. I gotta start heading back. Almost back to the takeout. There's another hit. Well, just couldn't get it done on this one. I was getting some hits, but we really got to get out of here, so I got to get going. I feel like we're going to visit Yoda. It's like his planet. The mud hole. So it doesn't look like much, but that's probably a 10-foot drop. Hard to pick it up on camera.
Crazy.
All this hiking and it still isn't enough for her. She is crazy. She's a good dog though. Alright, so I'm making my way across this lake here. Then after that we got about 2 miles to carry back to the car. Tracy's gonna meet me where I take out of the lake here. Hopefully this year we'll be able to get Kita out in the canoe. Then Tracy can take a canoe as well. That's why she's walking around that way. Luckily it's calm right now out here. This lake gets really bad. The wind's terrible out here. And I'm just trying to book it across. I don't know what that is. Definitely a big animal. I don't know if that's moose or somebody had their horse on this trail or what. Got about a mile until we get to the car. Just steady rain. At least I got this umbrella on. We're back to the trail register.